We were in the other room, and
Yeah.
Ian and Holiday were staring at the poster of you
Oh.
because it's mesmerizing. It's mesmerizing, isn't
Yeah.
it?
It is. It is. She's quite attractive, really,
Yeah.
isn't she?
She is mesmerising. I feel like she's looking right at me. Not quite sure what she's thinking.
I know.
Talk about when you took that shot.
I don't really remember having it that particular moment, but we did a little photo shoot in the stately home where we were filming, and there were some images with Sam and myself, and then I guess they chose that one. I don't know.
Because it's intense.
Is it?
Yes.
Oh, that's just my natural resting face. What can I tell you?
Is it difficult playing a character who has the same first name as you?
It makes things so much easier. It's one less thing to remember. Yeah.
But you don't waver from thinking, oh wait, which Rachel are they talking to?
Well, when I work, there is only one. No, I don't know. I mean, yeah, it's kind of, I've never played a Rachel before, so it was fun.
It's kind of one of those things that actors like, finally, I get to play.
Yeah.
I get to play my name.
Yeah,
Huh?
yeah.
The cinematography of this is just so beautiful, and it's that stark contrast of your character coming in, especially with the black veil. And all of the questions around your character.
Yeah.
But then you see this just magnificent, beautiful scenery. It must have been fun to work in all that.
Yeah, it was really beautiful. I mean, the house itself was incredibly beautiful and felt haunted and had this real spirit to it. And the nature and the landscape and the cliffs and the mountains and the fields and the horses and the side saddle and the corsets and it was a lot of fun and very romantic and. And the house felt very mysterious. Like, there's a lot of mystery and suspense in the film, and I think the house kind of brought that feeling in a way that maybe a set wouldn't have.
Talk about the horse riding. I mean, you seemed very, very comfortable on the horse.
Yeah, I actually learned to ride as a kid, so I have very low fear quotient for riding. But it was my first time side saddling, which is challenging, particularly in a corset, because you don't have any.
I would not know.
That
might surprise you.
Now, you should try it. It's hard.
Who's the better equestrian, you or Sam?
Well, Sam was riding astride without a corset, so he has I had a big handicap.
This is you chipping him down right there.
Yeah, I'm I had this big handicap, so yeah. He's a great rider. In
terms of working with Sam, the chemistry between the two of you is so good, and there's so much push and pull. What was it like working with him?
Well, it's interesting because chemistry is something you never know if it's going to happen or not, and you can't really fabricate it. The camera just sees all. It really does. So if it's there, the camera sees it, and it just was there. And it was interesting because it's a film about trust and suspense, and did she or didn't she, and there's this whole kind of mystery to it, and he trusts me and then doesn't trust me, and I trust him and don't trust him. But as an actor and as a co-worker, I trusted him immensely. Like, I had huge trust in him, and I felt very safe around him, and he's really just a lovely, lovely young man, really sweet guy.
Now, the question of did she or didn't she starts at the very beginning of the movie, and I was reading that you were asking early into the project, but you still didn't know, did you?
Well, when I first read it, I thought, oh my God, this is so exciting, but I don't know, did she or didn't she? So I called Roger Michelle, the writer-director, and I said, did she or didn't she? And he said, I don't know. And he said, when you decide, don't tell me. So I made my decision before we started filming, but I never told him. He still doesn't know. He doesn't want to know. He says, don't tell me, I don't want to know.
Will you tell me?
I can't. I'm so sorry. You'd have to get me very drunk.
I'll mix you a special tea. How about that? Are you still allowed to prepare tea at home, by the way?
I'm British. I have 6 to 8 cups of tea a day. So that's our drug of choice in England.
In terms of this story, I mean, this is not a brand new story. It's been around for a while.
Yeah.
Is that a tough thing to take and say, I got to stick so true to the classic and bring that tale, or do you want to do something different with it?
I think Roger decided to do something quite different with it, with the classic, and I think the novel, because it was written in the mid-20th century, it has some quite modern themes and quite 19th century ideas, set in the 1850s. But so yeah, I think it has some kind of, you know, feminist ideas in it. Here's a woman who doesn't believe that she should just be owned by her husband. She thinks she should have sexual freedom, financial freedom. So it has a kind of edge for the time that it's set that I'm not sure that, you know, I think the original's a masterpiece, but it didn't have that kind of edge to it.
Very cool. So nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you.
Cheers.